Hello everybody, this is Mr. Robin. Welcome back to another episode of the South Carolina Gamecocks Dynasty here on EA Sports College Football 25. And today we have the opening game of year number 3. The 2026 season is upon us. And the South Carolina Gamecocks will start this year at home against the Florida Atlantic Owls from the American Athletic Conference. If you're excited for this one, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more Dynasty content. Can't wait to get to another season. We got high expectations for this year. We'll see what the Gamecocks can do, but we don't got to wait long here. Raining in Williams-Brice as we are underway. The Owls will start off with the football, and they'll return this one to the 16-yard line where they'll be led by senior quarterback Nathan Peters. His first season as a starter, he's a career 2 for 4 in college, so not much experience at quarterback, but he's going to get the helm. He'll hand it off first, though, to Jermani Sands, who did have some experience with this team last year. 2nd and 9, little dump off to Sands, and the redshirt junior gets the first 2 touches, but quickly it's 3rd and 4. Peters to throw for it. Across the middle, he finds his man. That's caught for a first down. Tackle on the play was from sophomore Jeff Rubin from High Point Christian Academy in North Carolina, getting his first chance to start. Nice run on the ground as Sands is 2 for 15 to begin his day, plus the screen. 1st and 10, this one dumped off short. First down, and the Owls actually are picking up some pretty good yardage here. They're in the 38 of South Carolina. Defense should be the strength of this team this season, as now 1st and 10. Peters looks short right side. It's caught. That is Jadarian Poindexter, the redshirt sophomore, who got 7 on the play. He is going to be tasked with being their top wideout this season. 2nd and 3 on the ground. This time it is Sands, and he picks up a first down. As Sands had 658 total yards last year and now steps into a lead role again. From the 26, play fake. Peters sacked from behind. It's Kilgore, the brother of former Gamecock Jalen Kilgore, who transferred to Georgia. But Gerald Kilgore stayed, and the senior has a sack. And then Atlantic is going to have a delay of game penalty. So the Owls all of a sudden, after a good start to the drive, going backwards here, as they now sit 2nd and 18. Come out in the pistol with 2 tight ends. Peters to throw, looks across the middle, finds one of those, but it's broken up. Nice hit, knocks the ball free. And now you got a long 3rd and 18. Gamecocks bring 4. Clean pocket from Peters. He rolls out of it. He's going to tuck it. He's going to run it himself, and he's going to slide down. It looks like the Atlantic Owls will settle for 3. But this is a true freshman kicker, Jaleel Reese, from the left hash from 41 yards out, and it is up, and it is good. The Owls strike first. They take a 3-0 lead. Now let's take a look at this Gamecocks offense now. Of course, the big story, Sellers transferring in the offseason. Is now time for the redshirt sophomore Dante Reno to take the field. 2 career passes for him. One of those is a completion for 8 yards. And on the first play from this game, he has way more than that, as Elick Ayomaner will get the first down on the screen. Good thing for Reno, though, he has a lot of weapons in this offense. McReynolds, Ayomaner, Harbor, a lot of guys to distribute the ball to. 2nd and 7 to go back to McReynolds, as he's going to get close to the marker, a yard shy. So in the pistol, 3rd and 1, they give it right back to him, and he just gets it. Almost brought down for a loss, but drive will continue. This time, Monty Soro checks in. The sophomore gets the 5-yard pickup. McReynolds, after the 1-play breather, back in the game. 2nd and 5 to go outside to tackle for him. Good blocking on the outside. Ayomaner lays one down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and McReynolds getting early. On the 33, quick pass outside. That's Tyshawn Russell with the catch, who had 9 touchdowns last season. 2nd and 6, play fake. Reno, under some pressure, just gets rid of it, and this one's incomplete. Also a holding on the play, as they're going to get John Roundtree, the sophomore left guard, with the penalty. Offensive line was a struggle for this team last year. They're trying to fix it. And it's now 2nd and 16. Reno, under some pressure again, tries to dump it short, but he can't get it to his tight end. Now 3rd and 16. Reno to throw. Wants the deep ball for Harbor, and it's knocked out his way. Good defense by Shaheem Burke from Florida Atlantic. Now South Carolina will attempt their first field goal. This is a 56-yard try for Mason Love, who was 90% last year, but he can't hit it. Short that one goes, and Atlantic holds a lead 3-0. They get good field position here as well. At midfield, 1st and 10, bootleg. Peters to his left, but he's going to be chased down. Sacked by Caden Curry, the Ohio State transfer. We lost Dylan Stewart to the portal, trying to replace him with Curry. Well, he gets on the sack column early. Now 3rd and 7. Peters looks left side. That one's caught for a first down. There's a flag down the backfield. Jerron Willis hits the quarterback late, roughing the passer. That's 15 more for Florida Atlantic. So just like that, they're at the 21. About a minute and a half to go here in the first quarter. Peters looks right side. Beautiful throw and beautiful catch. Hooking up there with Poindexter for a first down. Red zone trip now for FAU. Shedding a tackle is Sands. He gets down to the 3. As he's got 6 for 38 so far in the early going. Man in motion. They give it this time to Terrell. And Xavier Terrell will check in and have a touchdown. FAU out in front 10-0 here through one quarter. Catching the Gamecocks on the back foot. We'll see if South Carolina can wake up on both sides of the football. Let's see what will go down as the Gamecocks do have the football here to begin the second quarter. Currently their own 31, 1st and 10. Reno will hand it off to McReynolds, and he's going to be brought down immediately. Oscar Ventura, who had 21 tackles for the Owls last year with a nice TFL there, a loss of 2. 2nd and 12, go play fake, and quickly Reno is swamped. First sack of the day given up by the offensive line. They're going to give it to Garen Marcellin. And quickly it's 3rd and 18. Reno just dumps it off short for McReynolds. There's nothing there, and they're going to punt the football back. FAU now with a huge chance, a golden opportunity to really expand this game. They start off on the ground, gain of 1 from Sands. Now quickly 3rd and 2. 2 tight ends in the formation. They're going to throw from under center. Right side is caught. Poindexter gets away from the defense. He gets tracked down by Emory Floyd. But already 3 for 36 for the number 1 target for the Owls. From the 34 now, 1st and 10. Peters quickly across the middle. Guess who? That's Poindexter. 4th grab of the day. After the gain of 8, 2nd and 2. Peters wants to play fake, wants it all, but he's overthrown Poindexter. And incomplete. 3rd and 2 now, quick pass, and they get it. Poindexter again. He's been the target for the past 3 plays. As he moves the chains again, and the Owls continue the drive. Offset pistol, handoff. Sands, he's swallowed up this time now. Good job on the defensive effort by Nate Johnson with the TFL. Now 3rd and 2 for the Owls. A big play here. Let the play clock wind down. Peters in the pocket. We'll look across the middle, and he had a man wide open, but couldn't hit him. So the Owls will kick 3, but it's 13-0. Gamecocks have built themselves quite a hole here, but McReynolds trying to run out of it. Good gain up the middle. 1st and 10, next play. They give it to Reynolds again. Nice block there by Josiah Thompson to flatten the defender. That springs the hole. We're hoping for better offensive line play. They've looked pretty good so far, giving up the 1 sack. But other than that, pretty decent. As here's Sam Ika, the true sophomore from Memphis, Tennessee, with a 10-yard pickup. We're hoping he really steps in this season as the number 2 back. 2nd and inches. That's a quick pass to Harbor, who finally gets involved in the offense. Not much else that's really not known about Harbor that we haven't said already in this series. 2-yard dump off to the tight end, and now it's 2nd and 8. They go back to the ground. McReynolds, beautiful hole right side. And I'm going to give that one to Jason Beckett. The tight end now the starter. More of a blocking tight end, and we've seen it early on. 1st and goal here with 2 seconds winding down in that play clock. That one's incomplete. Tried to find Beckett, but Joey Costanzo with the pass breakup. 2nd and goal now. McReynolds up the middle. Stonewall. Maybe he gets 2, and now he got a big 3rd and goal from the 1. Gamecocks trying to decide what they want to do. They're going to call a timeout here. They want the right play for the scenario. From the 1, 3rd and goal. It's an RPO, and it bounces off the hands of Russell. Reno had him. Just let him a little too long. Instead, they're going to bring out the field goal unit, so the Gamecocks will at least get on the board, but it's still a 2-score game. 13-3 now. As we get to the 2-minute warning, the Owls backed up here. 3rd and 29 after a couple of sacks. So they're just going to hand it off, so at least get the football back with a chance to double dip going into the second half. As we'll see what this drive does as we start off at their 38. Not a good punt from Grimes, their punter. As we'll start 1st and 10. Great hole right side. It continues to be problematic for the Owls. We get a 1st down. Next play going to the air. Reno drops back, fires across the middle. Beckett this time will hold on. Drops were an issue last year in his true sophomore campaign, but there's a nice catch in traffic there. 2nd and 3. This time Connor Cox short will have it. Takes the hit. 1st down as we hurry up to the line trying to preserve our last time out. We give it off to Sam Ika up the middle, and the Woodale High School native will get 4. Clock will continue to run. Now inside 30 seconds. Reno goes play fake to Ika. Now dumps it off short for him in the flat. And Sam Ika's going to get out of bounds and preserve some clock. Now 3rd and 2. Reno from the gun. McReynolds checks back in. He wants the right side, but it's incomplete. And the Gamecocks will kick the 3 from 24 yards out left hash. Mason Love 1 for 2 on the day. He'll make it 2 for 3. And we'll go into the half. 13-6 lead for Florida Atlantic. Upset alert here in Columbia. Can the Gamecocks get back in this one, or the Owls stun the home crowd going into the first week of the season? We'll have to find out in the second half. Gamecocks will start off with the football, though, at their own 27 as we begin the third quarter, as McReynolds will get the carry. He's up to 81. He's had a good day on the ground. But we just need to get this offense going more and finish off these drives. These nice runs are early. We seem to stagnate when we get into Owl territory. Quickly to the 3rd and 2. Shorts. There's Russell. Nice first down. Takes a couple of hits. Gets us out to the 45. Reno 11 for 16 for 83 today. Next play, a bubble screen for Russell. He gets about 6 yards. Driven out of bounds. 3 catches, 20 for him. 2nd and 4. We get a man in motion as Harbor, flipping the ball to him, just trying to get our ball in the playmaker's hands, and it works out. Nice blocking on the outside. He's got 4 for 46 today, getting his touches. Now from the 32, under center, Reno drops back. He's going to tuck it. He's going to run, not as fast as Sellers, as you can see on display there, but he does pick up 3. Empty now, 2nd down. Reno looks short, has Caldwell. And Caldwell's going to pick up 4. Elijah Caldwell with his first career reception. Congratulations for the junior. 3rd and 3, we trust McReynolds on the ground, and that's why holes have been opening up all day. And a red zone trip here for the Gamecocks, but can they finish? 1st and 10, RPO, but it's read to perfection by FAU. 2nd and 10, handoff. McReynolds left side this time, and he falls forward for a gain of 9. Makes this a much more manageable 3rd and 1. Reno to throw, looks right side, and he gets intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker. And that's a huge turnover deep in Owl territory. Again, just can't finish a drive in the end zone. And after that long 5+ minute drive, it comes up with no points. The Owls still lead 13-6 as now they get ready for their first drive of the second half. Need the defense to step up a little bit here. As on 2nd and 9, there's a perfect screen to Sands, who's finally driven out of bounds at the 35 by Jerron Willis. 1st and 10, go back to him. That's Caden Curry blowing up the play. He's made his name known a couple of times. 2nd and 9, though. Gamecocks have numbers on the outside, but they can't get the running back down. Instead, Poindexter will get his first down. 6 for 62 for the junior wide receiver. Now from the 50, there's a handoff, as that's going to be a gain of 6. Terrell will check back in. Has the touchdown today. They go another RPO left side, like the numbers for Poindexter again, and he picks up 3. Now you got a crucial 3rd and 1. Gamecocks stack the box, but they force a false start. Sands moves early, and we go from 3rd and 1 to 3rd and 6. They stay under center, though. Go back to throw. Peters in the pocket. Looks short. This one caught and short of the marker. They will not give it to him. 4th and inches. The Owls will punt, too, so we dodge a bullet there. Still only a 1-score deficit. As on 1st and 10, Reno off targets. Now needs to get his footing back in place. 2nd and 10. Nice short throw for Russell. It picks up 6. Much more manageable now. 3rd and 4. Reno sees something. He wants to make adjustments. Rolls to his right. Fires downfield. And that's not a good pass. That's into double coverage. Gamecocks will punt. And we'll go into the final quarter. The Owls up 13-6. 1 quarter away from the upsets. Gamecocks have done well in the running back department, but haven't been able to really stretch the field. And the Owls will start this quarter in Gamecock territory as that one's dropped. Poindexter had it, but it is raining. So after the punt, we do get the ball back. There's a 9-yard strike to Harbor. Gets us going. Bring him in motion, 2nd and 1. This time, though, setting up a screen. Nice play call there. Get Harbor in motion, but he's not the man. And McReynolds makes the magic happen. Spins away from 2, spins out a 3rd. He is down to the 16. Braylon McReynolds with a big-time play. And that hopefully is the spark that this offense needs. He'll check out here on the next play. Sam Ika up the middle will get maybe 1. But McReynolds right back in it. 2nd and 9. Out wide for him. He has it. Catch and run, but driven out of bounds. And now you got a big 3rd and 6. Reno goes empty. Looks short. Has Caldwell. He has a first down. And now a goal-to-go chance here for the Gamecocks. Can they finally punch this one in the end zone? from the 4. Dump it off for Biquette. He has nowhere to go. That play has not worked today. Nice tackle by Chris Tooley III. 2nd and goal now. Bunch to the right. Reno looks that way. Fires across the middle. Has a Manor for a touchdown. And there it is. The Gamecocks finally will tie this game up. They come back from down 13-0. And it's now tied up at 13 apiece. Florida Atlantic's offense has gone quiet here in the second half. They're trying to get their lead back out. Nice 1st and 10. Great rally to the football by Milton. 2nd and 9 up the middle. Sands stuffed. And now you got a big 3rd and 6. What do Owls have planned here? In the gun, 2 tight ends. Peters in the pocket. Moves to his right. Fires deep downfield. He's got a man. And it's caught behind the defense. Tracked down to the 3 by Sonny Gallen. But Joseph Young gets behind the defense. And that's a big play. It's now 1st and goal from the 3 as they try to go goal line. Wildcat, but it doesn't work. Nate Lamb with a stop. 2nd and goal. Traditional formation here. Sands again can't get in. At least try to force 3 if you're the Gamecocks here. That's 3rd and goal. Peters to throw. Rolls to his right. Has a man in the back of the end zone, but leads him a little too long. That's incomplete. So the Owls will settle for 3 from the right hash for the true freshman kicker. This is 21 yards out. And he misses it. Doesn't hook it. And the Gamecocks get a huge break. This game's still tied up at 13. They get this ball out to the 20, though. So trying a long drive here. Reno sees something. They go for an audible. Reno likes the matchup out the left side. It's Harbor who beats the defender. Nick Harbor for 6. 80-yard deep shot, and the Gamecocks have their first lead of the game. Do the little dance, Nick Harbor. Burns the defender. It's 20-13 South Carolina, pending the extra point, obviously. But what a play. Reno throws it deep, and the Gamecocks have now taken the lead. Oh, this game is flipped on its head as we get down to the 2-minute warning. The Owls now trying to keep this one within range. It's a big 3rd and 14 here, but they deliver. Beautiful strikeout there to Joseph Young for a big play, and now you're in Gamecock territory. Peters' next play looks short. That one's at the feet of his receiver. Owls still have 2 timeouts, and is now set up a screen. They get it out to Sands, who will be tackled in the field of play, so the Owls have a decision. They'll hurry to the line. They won't burn their timeouts. 3rd and 4 looking short, and that one's somehow caught by Poindexter. What a day he's had, 10 for 76. Also gets out of bounds, so 1:13 left to go here. It's 1st and 10. Peters looks short. The 11th catch now for Poindexter. Tackled inbounds. Owls use their 2nd timeout. Now 2nd and 4. That one's incomplete. Beautiful defensive play there by Emery Floyd, who's been a little shaky today, but gets his first deflection. 3rd and 4. Heavy blitz from the Gamecocks. They dump it off short for Sands, and he will not get there. So a big 4th and 1. The Owls are going to hurry to the line here. They want to preserve the timeouts. Try to catch the Gamecocks off balance. This is for the game. Peters to throw. Looks left side. It's a 1st down. That'll keep the drive moving. And the Owls burn their final timeouts. 46 seconds to go here. Play fake wants it all. That one's incomplete. Jeff Rubin with the pass breakup. 2nd and 10 now. Peters in the pocket. Clean. Moves to his left. He's going to tuck it and run, but he actually gets tracked down from behind. Play clock continues to run. Now you got 3rd and 7. About 20 seconds to go, and he's sacked on the next play. Willis gets right through. Nobody touches him. And now 4th and 11. Clock winding down. This could be the last play of the game, and the Gamecocks can get one more stop. Inside 10 seconds. Peters takes the snap. Scanning. Fires deep right side, and it's incomplete. Emery Floyd knocks it away, and the Gamecocks survive here at Williams-Brice and win by a final score of 20-13. What a game in the first game of the season. Nick Harbor gets player of the game, 7 for 142 and a score, and that's what I expect out of Harbor. That 80-yard deep shot being the lead giver, but what a game for the Gamecocks. I know we went down 13-0 early, and that was a big hole, but I got to give it to this team for fighting back. And the defense didn't allow a single point in the second half. Offense was pretty decent. We had the big shots, but we came away victorious. Also, shout out to Sonny Gallen on that deep play that Owls connected. I know he gave that up, but if he doesn't track down that defender from behind, they get 6. Remember, they ended up with 0 on that drive. So I got to give it to the Gamecocks. Shout out to them. It wasn't pretty, but they got the victory. Nate Johnson is your player of the week as well. 3 TFLs and a sack. And a big upset does happen in week 1. Texas State takes down Texas. In week 0, the Longhorns beat the Buckeyes. Maybe a little bit of a hangover. They lose at home to the Bobcats, 17-10. LSU squeaked past Clemson, 38-35, winning the Battle of Death Valley. Big game this week. The Tar Heels and the Volunteers, 2 top 25 teams, going to go at it. And then NC State wins over Florida as the Wolfpack continues to be the first half of the season Reapers. Here are your scores around the league in week 1. Iowa State with a big victory over Tennessee, so the Vols will look to bounce back against the Tar Heels. App State over Middle Tennessee State. Syracuse knocks off Kent State, and we see UCF over Kansas in a Big 12 opener and a close one, 24-20. Old Dominion smokes Georgia State, 56-9. Auburn over Baylor. The Tigers get a big win to begin. Kansas State goes on the road and beats Arkansas in a close battle. And then in Michigan beats Western Michigan. Wolverines trying to get back to the national championship. The Bearcats of Cincinnati beat Boston College pretty well. And then Louisiana Monroe upsets Mississippi State on the road. Not a good look for the Bulldogs. Michigan State gets their win started with a Toledo. And then Penn State over Marshall, as the Nittany Lions are a top 5 team. South Florida over FIU in a battle of Florida teams. And then Ohio State knocks off Ball State 48-3. Pittsburgh over Miami University. And then we see Indiana with a victory over Colorado State. Not a good start for the Rams. They're 0-2. Kentucky with squeaks past Akron 27-24. I don't think Kentucky's a top 10 team this year. That might prove it. Oklahoma over UTEP in a big game. And then we saw Texas State knock off the Longhorns. Bobcats are one of the best group of 5 teams we've seen in recent years, so big win for them again. Memphis over Arkansas State. We see Nebraska knock off Ohio. Rutgers gets a victory over UMass, and then North Carolina will beat TCU on the road, getting ready for the Vols. Duke over Tulane. Iowa knocks off Northern Illinois. And then on the East Coast, Virginia Tech over James Madison, 38-14. Temple in a low-scoring victory over Army, 15-7. Cal knocks off UNLV, and then we see San Diego State over Nevada, 31-17. Tulsa gets a big victory over Oklahoma State in a rivalry matchup. Good win there for the Golden Hurricanes. Cowboys just has not been a good couple of seasons for them. Louisville takes down Coastal on the road. We see USC over Fresno State, and then Wyoming over North Texas, 35-28. Purdue gets a victory over Washington in a Big Ten scare. Obviously, we just took care of FAU. Oregon, the defending national champions, with a big win over Boise State. Not a good start for the Broncos, 0-2. Minnesota gets their first win of the season, not in Week 10 this year. They beat UAB, or actually they beat Missouri. Sorry. Arizona over Navy. Utah wins over Utah State, 25-7. We see Ole Miss over Vandy. Rebels trying to bounce back from going winless in the conference last year. They at least get their first conference win in Week 1. Battle of the Belt, South Alabama over Troy, Virginia over Southern Miss, Texas A&M beats Texas Tech 28-14, and we see Georgia Tech over Colorado in an interesting matchup. NC State, we saw them beat Florida by 4. Notre Dame squeaks by Wisconsin 23-20, and in the game of the week, and game day, LSU squeaks by Clemson by 3. Alabama on the road takes care of Western Virginia by 4. Georgia slaughters UCLA in a cross-country battle. And then we see Louisiana Tech take down Sam Houston. Rice knock off Jacksonville State. And Arizona State over Bowling Green, 27-22. Here are players of the week. Makovich, the wide receiver of NC State, had a big game in their victory over Florida. And Derek Devine, despite the loss, had 2 sacks for the Minutemen. As far as the SEC, we know Nate Johnson was defense. Ryan Puglisi, the new quarterback in Georgia, with 400 yards in his debut in that big win over the Bruins. Here's a look at your rankings. Not a lot of movement here. All the top teams did win. The Big Ten continues to be the top 3 teams for the top 5. Texas did go down. That was the big one. They fall all the way to 14, and Clemson down to 16 after a loss to LSU. And as well as Ohio State, despite the victory, they moved down 9 because they did lose in Week 0. But that'll do it for the rankings. Here's a look at some of the big games next week. Oregon, Ohio State, that's a huge one. Rematch from 2 years ago in the national title. We know North Carolina, Tennessee. Penn State will go to Temple to face their Pennsylvania brethren. Could be an upset watch. And then Purdue will take on Wake Forest in the final top game. But this week, we have a big one ourselves. We're going to host Miami here at Williams-Brice, a home and home against the Hurricanes the next 2 seasons. We'll get them in our hometown this year, but this is not a team to sleep on. This will probably be one of our toughest games of the season. Miami is a very talented team. They have a good defense. They have a good offense, but it should be a battle. Both these two teams want to be ranked, and you got to win these games like this if you want to get to that top spot. But Miami also hasn't played a game this season, so they could have extra preparation or they could have some extra fatigue. We'll try to take advantage in week number 2. But thank you guys so much for watching this one. I hope you guys are ready for year 3 like I am. I cannot wait to continue to keep this one going. If you enjoyed, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more Dynasty Mode content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.